everybody. Greetings and salutations to you. I'm hoping that you can hear this. I am using a headset I normally don't use, so please, 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 please let me know if you can hear me, and if you cannot, I will switch to the over-the-ear headphones. I did not want to use those headphones because I did not want it's just they're so big, and I have my hair wrapped today, so I just didn't want to use them. So you let me know if you can hear me, and if you can hear me, then I'm not going to worry about it. I just realized I don't have glasses on, and but that's okay. I don't need them to read what's going on. At least I don't think I do. Anyway, don't forget that this stream is sponsored by Nomad Internet, which is ding, ding, ding right there. So go ahead and get your internet services right there. From Nomad Internet, use Crystal Vanner 25 for your discount code. The link to join me on today's stream is in the chat on YouTube. If you click it, it'll take you out of YouTube to your browser, most likely. Make sure you also have on some sort of earbuds or headset when you join me live, and you can pop on over and join me on screen, on camera. Yes, yes, yes. All right. I'm just going to say good morning to everybody. Hi, Auntie Catherine. Thank you for being a moderator. Thank you for being a supporter. Same to Susan and Valerie and Gwendolyn. Thank you guys for supporting me. Thank you for jumping on these lives every single weekend. I appreciate all of your help. If at any time you have to leave as a moderator, there are plenty of people on here moderating, so don't feel like you have to stay. But I do appreciate you guys staying and holding down the fort for me. Hi, Tavika. Crystal with the K is on. Hey, Crystal. Oh, everyone says I sound good. They can hear me fine. Yay. These are really cheap earbuds. Not even earbuds. And I only have one in. I have little bitty ear, ear canal. So just using the earbud part like this by itself does not work for me. I have to have something that also keeps it around my ear. So this was a 3-pack. It came in pink, white, and I think black on Amazon, and I think it was like less than $10 for the 3-pack. So I always have one in my purse, one by the bed, and one in my computer bag. So I always have some way to listen to something if I'm out and about and I want to listen to a funny video. I can slip that in real quick and not have the whole world hear me. Anyway, the title of today's live, as you saw, was "What's the Tea, Crystal?" Let me sip my tea right now. I ran out of agave, and I couldn't find the sugar because V hides crap from me, I guess. I don't know. So I put maple syrup, two spoonfuls of maple syrup in my tea. It tastes just fine. It's turmeric tea, by the way. Two little spoonfuls, the little like teeny actual teaspoons. Anyway, I put 2 of those in there just to give it a little sweetened taste, because turmeric tea by itself is, in my opinion, it's good for the joints, but not so good on the taste. So what's the tea? I know there's been a lot of changes. I talked about this last Saturday. Hey, Carbon Nomad. Hi, Rebecca. Longtime supporter. Appreciate you supporting. So there's a lot of changes going on with the website. There's a lot of changes going on with the channel, with my social media platforms. And I don't know if you're even aware. You may be like, oh, I didn't even notice. And that's fine. You don't have to notice. But I just know that I was getting some DMs and emails, not a lot, just a few. And so I figured I would just address it. I touched on it last week about what I want to do. What the long-term goal is to create a community for all types of nomads, specifically the underrepresented and maybe misrepresented nomad in this tiny living home on wheels type community. So those of us that may not look like the normal YouTube and Instagram nomad, or maybe aren't living our lives exactly like those other more popular nomads. So I just wanted to create a space that was safe for us, not only safe, but inviting and welcoming. Not all of us can afford 10 grand for a rig. Not all of us look like your typical nomad. I'm not going to go into details, read between the lines. And some of us are just on a different wavelength, vibe, level, whatever the case may be for you. And so I wanted to create a safe community for us to just be able to engage, and those also that support the nomadic community and support the not normal nomad. I'm just saying, just saying. So that's what's going on. That's what I'm hoping to do. That's my long-term goal. It's going to take me time to get to the level and the stratosphere that I see it in. It's a vision I've had for probably the last 3 years, as you know, just meeting nomads. Um, I let 2020 affect me way, way too much and much deeper than it should have. And I think we all kind of had a hard 2020. So we're just gonna wash our hands of 2020 and start fresh in 2021, right? We're just gonna let that go, let it roll off our backs like water on a duck, and just keep pushing forward and keep moving. So I know that we could do it. So anyway, just wanted to say that. So don't forget, you can join me on screen. Put your headphones on. The link is in the chat. So thank you so much for supporting, because without my channel partner support, I would not be even venturing out on this. And I sat around with the idea in my head, rattling around for way too long. So I should have gotten this started. So that's what's going on. That's why the branding changed to Nomad for Less. And I wanted to stress that the fact that anyone can be a nomad in anything. And I know right now a lot of people are being forced to downsize, not because they want to, but because they have to. I know a lot of people are trying to figure out how they can live in the vehicle they already have. Might not be a rig, might not be the one they want, but it's the one they can afford because they already own it. So I totally understand that. And I just wanted a safe place for them to come, to congregate, to reach out, to have someone who speaks their language and all that jazz. Robert the Traveler. Hey, Robert says, what's your opinion about the non-RTR in Quartzsite? I have no opinion on it. It's not mine. It's not my, what's the saying? Not my clowns, not my circus. It just is what it is. We're living in a world right now where public gatherings are just not going to be happening. Huge public gatherings are not going to happen. It's not like Bob Wells was going to get the okay from the BLM rangers and offices to hold an RTR. No one was going to give him permit or approval for that. Nobody was going to do that. So he put all the videos out there. And for any newbies out there, people forced into this because of the pandemic or what have you, the information is there. Not like it's not always been on his channel, because you can just search and find it, but it's like one big chunk of information right there for anyone who needs that information. So, hey, I have no opinion on it, really. I'm glad he put something out there. Something's better than nothing, right? For those looking. So, yeah, that's my 2 cents on that. But anyway, hope you're doing well out there, Robert, if you are the same Robert I'm thinking you are. So either way, I hope you're doing well out there. But, oh, lots of people saying good morning. Good morning to everybody. Greetings and salutations, grand risings, whatever greeting you prefer. So if you have any questions, don't forget to put them in all caps, preferably with an emoji just to draw my attention. So I appreciate that. The chat is pretty quiet. Either that or I've got a time lag, which sometimes I do have a time lag by about 10 to 20 seconds. So I'm going to start this party off with a question from our book. Oh, I keep forgetting the cameras on this phone is different. So I'm using an old iPhone 6 Plus, I think it is. Maybe it's not a Plus. I think it's an old iPhone 6 as my camera. I have my laptop right under my camera, which I'm running the stream on. And then I have the actual YouTube playing on my phone just to see what it looks like on a phone, even though this, I can pop back and forth to the live stream on YouTube on my laptop if I want, but it's kind of hard to do that. So I'm just saying. Thank you, Gwendolyn, for the reminder. If you're new to the channel and you have not subscribed and you're kind of digging the videos so far, why don't you hit that subscribe button, hit a thumbs up or thumbs down. I don't mind. It's all channel engagement. It doesn't do me no no harm if you do a thumbs down. But I appreciate those that thumbs down. Tell me why. What didn't you like about the video? How can I improve if you don't tell me what you didn't like about it? Now, if you're going to be just rude and disrespectful, you can keep that comment to yourself. But if there's something I did or didn't do in the video that you wanted to see or don't want to see, let me know. Not saying I'm going to change the format just for you, but it gives me an idea of things that I do or don't do that may or may not be pleasing. And it's not just my channel, it's out there for everybody to see. And I also want to make sure that I am reaching the audience that I need to be reaching. So definitely hit me up. So let's see, today is the 31st, right? So why don't we do 131? I cannot believe January is gone. It's like we just started the new year and it's gone. Ugh. So 131, question 131 says, if 100 people your age were chosen at random, how many do you think you'd find leading a more satisfying life than yours? If 100 people your age were randomly chosen, how many do you think you'd find that were leading a more satisfying life than yours? Well, I'm 49, almost 50. I'll be 50 in. Wow, 4 months. Wow. February, March. Wait. February, March, April, May. 4 months. Wow. Jeez Louise. I don't know how many people are living a more satisfying life than me. I may not have a lot in way of finances, but I feel like my life is very, very satisfying. I feel like I am living the best life of my life right now. I'm almost at the halfway mark of my life. But I'm sure more people my age probably have more going on as far as material things. You know, maybe they're out of debt, maybe they have a house, maybe they have a nicer car. You know, they've got an actual career that they've been in for a while and they're looking, you know, to the retirement side now. So I'm going to say, you know, maybe, I don't know, 40 to 50 people my age would probably be living a more satisfying life. It's hard to answer because it just depends on your level of satisfaction. I'm quite satisfied with my life. Yeah, everybody wants more money, but other than that, I am quite satisfied. So maybe 40 to 50 people. I don't know. Gwendolyn says 45 people. Susan says 25 people. April says 50 people. Carmen Nomad says 50. Hey, Judy. And Journey says about 50. I think all of us are saying about at least half of the people would be living a more satisfying life at our age. So that's cool. Hey, Tina's Journal. So yeah, that's cool. All right, let's do question 31 just for the heck of it. This is a kind of interesting one. Question 31 says, if you knew there would be a nuclear war in 1 week, what would you do? I would gather everyone who I genuinely love, like seriously love, together in one house, and we would just party all week. Just eat, sleep, 420, do whatever all week, and just go out with a bang. If we're gonna go, we might as well have fun. So Jennifer says, I too am very satisfied with my life. Maybe 30 or 40 people would have a more. Oh, thank you, kind of sassy. Says my skin looks amazing. I tell you guys, I have done my skincare routine more than once on this channel. So if you don't mind just going into the search bar and putting Crystal Vanner's skin routine, you will definitely find what I use on my skin. And it's very cheap. It's very simple. And I've been using it for forever, ever since a dermatologist told me about it. And yeah, so very cheap, very easy. Susan says, yeah, Crystal, that's all you can do. Valerie says, I like that idea, Crystal. Gwendolyn says, I would eat my favorite foods. Maria is saying, I would go on vacation to Aruba. Nice. You're just going to, yes, visit the one place you've always wanted to visit or the best place you've ever visited. That's also pretty cool. Journey 50 says, I'm with you, Crystal. I would party, party, party. Auntie Catherine says, hide with my tribe out here in the desert. All right. I'm not mad at that. Jennifer says, getting my loved ones together and pray. All right. Angel says, I agree with you, Crystal. I would spend that time with my family. And Valerie says, I would go to the ocean. Nice. That's pretty cool, guys. You guys always have good responses to these questions. Sometimes these questions can be a little out there, but that's okay. I'm gonna go back in the chat, see who the first person was that chatted, and see if they're still on. And if they're still on, I'm gonna let them choose a number, and that would be channel partner and moderator, or no, just moderator, Teresa Webster. Teresa, if you are still on, do you mind choosing another number for us? We're going to do one more question, and then I'm going to answer some quite regular questions, and we're going to wrap this up at the under 30-minute mark, because again, we got to be mindful of those people watching the replay. So a number from 1 to 200 and what is it, 17, I think, if Teresa's still on. If Teresa is not still on, then I will choose the next person who jumped on the chat. Yeah, 217. So Teresa says 78. Thank you, Teresa. Appreciate that. All right. I think we answered this one before, but that's okay. We're going to hit it again. 70, or we answered one similar to it. If you knew that in 1 year you would die suddenly, would you change anything about the way you are now living? And if for those that don't know which book this is the book of questions that we are answering right now. So if you knew in a year you were going to die suddenly, would you change anything about the way you're currently living? Yes, I would probably just get in Mona, pack her up, and go now and travel for that whole year, even without any of the things I want to do in her reno, and just do that slowly while living in it. Yeah, it's harder, but I would just get on the road right now. Just have a whole year and travel the whole United States. There is a Google search, if you, and I'm not sure how it's worded, or if you can find it, however you word it, it's basically, it'll take you through the whole United States where you're in 70 to 72 degrees year round. And so I would do that. And it's a 1 year map, and it takes you through, it doesn't take you to every state, but it makes sure that you're in somewhere between 70, I think it's 70 and 75, 72 or 75. It makes sure every day you are in that temperature range. So you're traveling, you're moving about every 2 to 3 days. So I would just do that. I would just pack Mona up, jump in her, and just Google that map that keeps me in 70 to 75 degrees year round, and just travel it for a year. That's what I would do. So I guess I would sort of change the way I'm living, because that's really not how I travel now. But yeah, I think that's what I would do. April says, yes, I would. Sell my house, get a van, and travel. Crystal with a K says, I would quit work and travel full time. And Auntie Catherine says, no, I love my life. Maybe see my children too. Well, you're already traveling and on the road, so you're already doing what a lot of people already want to do, Auntie Catherine. And Tamika says, yes, travel and explore. Carbon Nomad says, yes, travel the U.S. Tina's Journal says, yes, travel more. Everyone's saying travel. Yeah, everyone would just travel. Tanya is asking a very loaded question, but I will go ahead and answer it because it's not something I would normally answer on this channel, Tanya. I don't know if you're new. We tend to keep politics and religion and family out of it. I do talk about my nomad family, but blood family, no. But I'm going to answer this question because I know it's on a lot of people's minds. And her question is, are you going to take the COVID vaccine? That would be a resounding hell no. And that's all I got to say about that. I'm not going any further into it. That would be a no. Maria says, yes, I would do all the things that make me happy. Jennifer says, I would reconnect with old friends and family and travel overseas with my husband and son. And Valerie says, sell my home and travel. So travel seems to be the biggest thing that everyone would do. And so I absolutely, absolutely love that. Thank you so much, Adventurous Lynn. Hi to you too, and thank you for watching. I really appreciate you watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, doing all the things that make you happy, whether that be traveling, whether that be spending time with family, whether that be just in doing your hobby full time, whatever that means for you. 100%, I am here for it. I'm here for people living their lives according to what makes them happy, as long as you are not hurting anyone, bullying anyone, or causing havoc. I think you should just go for it. Other people are resounding their no with me about that question about the shot. Yeah, I'm not doing that. And Oh my gosh, we have such a long name. Long name. Being Special NYC, Advocate of Choice Eek. So I'm just gonna say Being Special. So Being Special is asking, how are my birthday plans coming along? Want, want, want. I don't want to end this on a sad note, but yeah, they're not coming along so well. The main place that I wanted to have my party is, in my opinion, asking a bit much for the space. So it's just going to be a hunt to find somewhere to have this party. I'm going to be reaching out this week to other places, other venues that make it more possible for me to have the amount of people that I want, which is 50 rigs and 50 people at the party because it's my big 50th. And yeah, I just want to do it. I want to do it right. And I don't want to have to necessarily compromise on the fun. You know what I'm saying? I just want us to have fun. I don't want to be out there doing Q&As and all that. I just want to have fun. I want to be 50, fabulous, fun, and fierce. That's all. That's all I'm saying. So I'm going to find it. Don't you worry. I'm hoping to have something nailed down by March 1st. That way I can start doing the ticket sale so people can start planning. All I'm going to say is save the date. It will be the weekend of May 14th, 15th, and 16th. So go ahead and save that date. Don't make any plans for that weekend because that is going to be the weekend that I have it, no matter where I have it. The goal is to have it in North Carolina somewhere. If not, it might be in Virginia, but somewhere between those two states because they're kind of a nice middle in my mind for the people on the East Coast. If you're coming down from the New York, Philly area, if you're coming up from the Georgia area or Florida, I feel like that's a nice kind of halfway part. So Valerie's asking, when you do find a venue, are dogs welcome? Dogs that are leashed are welcome. We will not do dogs running around, because there are a lot of people who are allergic to dogs, definitely scared of dogs. So yes, I will definitely spill the tea on the location as soon as I can. The sooner I know, the sooner you guys know. Once I nail down details, like I said, shooting for March the 1st to do an announcement and have a link for you guys to do ticket sales. No gifts, please. Just buy a ticket and come. Maria wants to know, do you have an update for your RV build out? And Tina's journal says 50 people will fill up fast. That's my goal, 50 people, because I feel like that's a manageable amount of people for me to socialize with, and that's a manageable amount of people for us to socially distance from. I do not want to have so many people that I can't meet everyone and spend a little time with everyone during that weekend. So yeah, that's why. Eve, hi Eve, says your locks looking royal. As soon as you cut them, you're going to wish you didn't, but they still look great. And Eve is the one who helped me start my locks. I appreciate that, Eve. I have decided that I'm going to tough it out and keep the locks. I know I did that little short. I was feeling some type of way. I had gotten the bad news about the venue. And also I always get to this point. I get to the point where they start really looking rough. And I'm done. This is 3 times of starting these locks, or starting my locks. And yeah, just saying. Like, but I don't know. I guess getting the news that I got, feeling some type of way about some other things in life just had me feeling, okay, I'm just going to comb these locks out. It just, yeah, I guess it was my way of controlling one thing in my life, because I feel like my locks are out of my control as well. And I just got to do what I can do and let them be what they're going to be. Also, I have an event coming up next month that I have to be a little more dressed up for, and I feel like I can't style these things. They just looking real rough. So I think that was another frustration for me. But it's going to be what it's going to be, and I'm going to tough it out. And maybe I would just find a really pretty piece of fabric and wrap my hair up for the event and just call it a day. We'll see. I don't know. Anyway, thank you so much for the encouragement, Eve. I know that you've been locked for years. And so I appreciate the feedback from so many of you that commented on that shorts. Don't forget, if you're watching this live or if you're watching this later, don't forget to comment down below about the shorts. Go to the shorts that I did yesterday. Let me know if you would like to have a little shorts video every day. And that's not necessarily going to be a van life video. It's just going to be me in my regular old crazy self. So don't forget to like and comment or dislike. Start a conversation or controversy down below. Go to the Nomad for Less website. Check it out over there. There's some links there. Get yourself some Crystal Banner merch because it's all going to be on sale for a while. And then we're going to be moving on to some other merch coming this week. So don't forget to check back for that. And don't forget to be good to yourself, be kind to others, and whatever you're doing, I hope you are enjoying it. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. And if you're watching this replay, thanks for watching all the way to the end. I'll see you guys next weekend. Have a good one.